Hi there, my name is Peter Davison, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And it is another day, and there is another Doctor Who producer saying stupid things. And I just want to tell them, same thing I tell my kids. Well, I told them when they were young. They're pretty much grown up now. But, whenever you get in trouble with me, you get in trouble in general, first rule, first thing you do, shut up! Shut your stupid mouth! Don't say anything because you're inevitably going to make it worse. It's like we've all seen the cop dramas. The guy's in the detention, been arrested. He's in the room. He's being interviewed by the police. Shut up! Don't say anything until you get your lawyer in the room. Don't say because you're going to make it worse, which is exactly what producer Matt Stevens did today. Today, Matt Stevens is our idiot du jour. So let's go over the stupidity of what it was going to say. Actually, I really wasn't going to make yet another video, but they keep coming out saying stupid things. What am I supposed to do? But I think this is the same thing we've been through over and over and over again. But then I realized it's actually pulled off another layer on the onion on this on this crazy situation that we're in here in fandom, and that layer I think is called creator entitlement. We've heard them talk about fan entitlement, but this layer really reeks of creator entitlement. So that's really what I want to be talking about on this video. But before we get there, if you like your independent voices here on YouTube, or if you just like me, really, actually, if you're kind of ambivalent towards me, if you can hit that subscribe button, thank you so much. That is so incredibly helpful. I'm really genuinely appreciative. And you know what? I will show you my appreciation. I give stuff away here every week here on this channel. Something away this week is Doctor Who: The Visitation 2-disc DVD set. Came out, was it 82, 83? I think it's an 82 story. Starring Peter Davison, written by Eric Saywood. Really good story, by the way. I really enjoyed it. The extras are very good on this disc. Especially, again, Saywood talks about his original intentions when making it. Very, very interesting. All you have to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being the super important part from my perspective. So subscribe to the channel, then leave a comment with a hashtag FireFire. Look in the video notes. It's got all the instructions on what you need to do. We're going to give the DVD away on Sunday, March 15th, when I'm on the TARDIS Zone with Noel and talking. I think we're talking about Rose this week. Fine. And if you don't win, or even if you do win this, also in the video notes you'll see a link to download a Doctor Who audio adventure starring Nicholas Briggs as a Doctor and the Daleks. Funnily enough, this is from the mid-80s. It's a fan-produced audio story. It's really good, by the way. It's from a group that's called Audio Visuals that later grew up to become Big Finish. Fine. Okay, so let's get into what was stupidity that Dan Stevens was dribbling today. And again, Matt Stevens. Yes, Matt, just keep your mouth shut. Really, I don't understand why you had to say anything else, because you guys are not doing so good right now. Okay, fine. Let's start with a statement. He stated, I think it sort of cleaves to the basic principle we have, and terribly sorry, I'm very hungover. You should know. Yesterday was the Jewish holiday of Purim, where you get blind drunk, which I did. So I'm coming out my hangover now. But that sweet kiss of coffee was so good this morning. So anyway, if I vomit, on the camera while doing this, I do apologise. Fine, as I said, so Matt Stevens said. He stated, I think it sort of cleaves to the basic principle we have, and I've had on the show, but I think we all have, is that you have a vision for what you want to do while you're on the show, whether you're the doctor, whether you're a producer, whether you're a writer, and you want to see that vision out. Well, that's fair enough, so they're saying, no, we're not going to change schools, we're going to stick to everything. And actually, I think that's actually a pretty good principle to stick by. But that's not the truth, is it? Because we saw a massive course correction between season 11 and season 12. Season 11, they thought it would be a great idea to not put in any scary monsters or villains, or certainly not have any recurring monsters or villains, and it was just kind of dull. So there was a very, very noticeable course correction in season 12. So don't tell me, we're sticking to it no matter. Don't tell me this was your plan. We're going to do a season 11 that's really, really boring, and then season 12 we're going to add in lots of monsters and stuff. We're really going to pull out all the stuff. No, that wasn't your plan. You know it, and I know it. Here's the truth. People can smell bullshit. People can smell bullshit. But and he goes on. This is really the hub of where I want to get to. He added, and the conversation around what fans want and what audience want, all that kind of stuff. You just have to trust yourself as a program. He continued, you really can't be buffeted by all those wins because people will change their minds. And then, so this I think is getting into what's called creator entitlement. These creators feel entitled to do whatever they want with with the show, with the Doctor Who, with something that people genuinely love. And even if the thing they want to do is not create a good show, but to use it as a platform for ideological messaging instead, and not just use it as a platform for ideological messaging. Yeah, when you wrap it up in your story, but just use it, just do the ideological propaganda. That's all. Now, by the way, I want to say on the side, if you're somebody who really enjoyed this season or really enjoyed this era, God bless you. You know, I'm nothing against you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I am happy that you enjoyed it. I hated it. Please don't let my utter hatred of it impact upon you. Yeah, I don't understand why it would. You listen, I like things that people hate. Like, I love Love and Monsters. People hate that show. I love Twice Upon a Time. People hate that. I really liked the Dave Bradley First Doctor. I thought it was really cool. People just hated it. Doesn't matter to me. You can like what you like. Doesn't make any difference. But yeah, Matt, I would say to you this. I'm going to give you the same advice that the BBC gave us when we said, "What the hell? This is terrible." You know, the BBC said to us, with dripping with condescension. I nearly said condescension. With condescension, we understand that some people feel attached to a particular idea they have of the Doctor, or that they enjoy certain aspects of the program more than others. Yes, yes, Matt. We understand. We understand that you're very attached to this deeply ideological, divisive programming. By the way, the problem is this: it's that you just did it very, very badly. You know, you didn't wrap it around a narrative. It was so painfully transparent. The Timeless Children. You know the reason the Timeless Children is being so roundly rejected by fans and the audience alike. You know why it's so rejected? Because it's so painfully transparent. You know, it's so painfully transparent that that you find it a problem that the Doctor has been predominantly white male. That since '63 to 2017, the Doctor is played by white males. You know, and I think you just find white males in culture to be a bad thing, to be something that that's got to be taken away. You know, something that's got to be changed because I don't even know why, because your ideology is so freaking crazy. You know, and so that was why there was all these gazillion billion regenerations before William Hartnell that you shoehorned in, that none of them were white and male. You know, they were everything other than being white and male. So you wanted to fundamentally change an aspect of this show which you found problematic. And then you say, listen, we can't cater to what the fans want. We're not going to cater. We just got to do what we... And I do agree with you. Pandering is a bad idea. Pandering normally comes up with boring pap. But you are pandering. You're just not pandering to the fans of the show. You're pandering to this disgusting little elite bubble you live in. You're pandering to the blue check marks on Twitter. You're pandering to the Twitterati. And yeah, the Twitterati says, "Oh, it's so progressive. It's so wonderful that you made the Doctor, you know, not white and male anymore." So yeah, that's what your bloody pandering has done. And yeah, I think it would have worked. I think you would have understand. I think you could have made it work had you had some diversity. Had you had some diversity in your production team, but you've got zero. Like, let me ask you, Matt, how many people in the production team feel it's okay to walk around going and say, "I support Brexit. I think Brexit is a great idea"? How many people on your production team would say that they think Donald Trump's presidency has been fantastic? Even though, by every freaking metric, it's been fantastic. I mean, that's just the reality. You know, just as the reality is your ratings are terrible, the reality is every freaking metric on how to rate a presidency, he's done very well. Get the reality. I'm sorry you don't like it, you know. But again, I'll say it again. I do understand that some people, you, feel very attached to a particular idea they have of the Doctor. I understand you feel very attached to that, but you feel so entitled to use this thing that people loved, people genuinely loved, and say to people, you know, I know people who were suicidal, genuinely suicidal, that Doctor Who Like, that was there rare sunshine for them that brought that saved them. Yeah, and you felt entitled to take this and use it as a platform for your social ideological propaganda. And the reason why that's been so roundly rejected is because that propaganda, that social ideological ideology, is something that's also been rejected by the people, by the public in general. Did you not notice the general election result? Do you not notice that every time it's put up to any popular vote that people are not on board with this utter nonsense? Oh my God! Then again, if you had some diversity, it would have, and that's why it did work in the past. If you go back to the '70s, you had Malcolm Hughes. Malcolm was extremely ideologically left wing, but in the production team, you had Barry Letts and you had Terrence Dicks. Barry Letts was left wing, and Terrence Dicks was more right wing. But you know what? They were friends. They didn't moralize their political differences. They looked beyond that. And they said they knew that both people, Barry Letts and Terrence Dicks, both knew that each other were generally good people who wanted to do good. They didn't moralize their political differences, which is the stupidity that you've done and the stupidity that you've infused into Doctor Who, which is why everybody has left it. This is why that your ratings are in the toilet. And let's be clear, your ratings haven't touched bottom yet. It's just you've stopped making. You've shown all the episodes. When it starts again, if you keep on this course, I think you're going to keep losing and losing and losing. And don't tell me that ratings don't matter, because ratings do matter. Ratings are the objective evaluation on the job you're doing, and the job you're doing is freaking awful. You made me make yet another one of these bloody videos over and over again. So yeah, that Dan Stevens, just shut up, don't say anything. Oh God, actually, it got even stupider. I was going to miss this out, but what the hey, let's throw this in. So he then brings the worst thing possible to illustrate his point. According to SMH, the website he was on, I think Sydney, was it? I can't remember. SMH.com. It's some Australian newspaper, I think. In order to make his point. So Stephen points to a scene late in the season where companion Graham is confessing his fear of his cancer returning to the Doctor, and she responds by saying, not by uplifting him, not by giving him a message, not by inspiring him, but by saying, I'm socially awkward, so I'm just going to walk over here. Oh my God! I was watching that and going, what's going on? What are you doing? That's a hero! Now, Doctor Who's supposed to be a hero. Why are you writing it like she's a moron? Why are you writing it? Why are you making the first female Doctor Who to be so stupid? And so, what's the reason? It's a moment for the Doctor to show that she's not human. Oh, really? Oh, but I understand the Doctor's not human, but, the Doctor should be an aspirational figure, a figure that people would want to aspire to be like, and aspire. The Doctor's supposed to inspire us to be the best version of herself. I think it was Russell T Davies wrote the line. The reason the Doctor chose his name, the Doctor, because he wants to make people better. How is she doing that? Oh God! And he concluded, we know the story and the stories we're telling. Yes, so do we. And we will tell that to the best of our ability. I believe you are doing it to the best of your ability. And there's the rub. Your ability is very low. That's just it. Your ability to relate to people who don't exist in your sphere, in your bubble, is non-existent. You can't get too sidetracked by the other stuff. What, you mean like inserting the agenda in, which you're desperate to do? Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't have got too sidetracked to it. But you did. Because the truth is, of any series, of anything, is that some people will like it and some people won't like it. So okay, that's true, but why do you try and make it that more people like it than more people dislike it? You seem to be taking it as a badge of honor that most people don't like it. That, again, 600,000 people ran away for the last few weeks rather than do anything else. Countryfile was on, and then Doctor Who came on, and they literally ran out the room and hid under under their bed so they wouldn't have to see Doctor Who. Then came back for Call the Midwife. And in the end, and that's the only universal truth you can take. The universal truth you can take is you're a failure. You failed. You have failed so profoundly. It's breathtaking how much you failed and how much arrogance and entitlement you have in your failure. So again, we talk a lot about fan entitlement. So I'm talking about creator entitlement. And the truth is, the fans don't own Doctor Who, and the creators don't own Doctor Who. Yeah, but we live together in a symbiotic relationship. We need you, you need us. And up until a couple of years ago, we may have disagreed, we may have criticised you, but we remain friends. We remain friends. And the last time we didn't remain friends is when Doctor Who went off the air. So yeah, and by the way, and I would say, look, in hindsight now, everything's come out, we were probably more in the wrong on that one when we attacked John Nathan Turner. But this time, you want to, and I'll say this: John Nathan Turner did his best to remain friends. You've done nothing. You've done everything you can to alienate your audience, and now you're crying that the audience is alienated and telling you what you're doing is nonsense, is pap, is failing, is awful. Like, no, listen. Just man up and take it. Because you've done a horrible job. My name is Peter Davison, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And have yourself a fantastic day.